Hello everyone, today I'm going to show how to create a named range in Excel and also will illustrate with a practical example. So let's get started. I have the customers table with details like date of birth, age, email ID, orders, and my requirement is to in the customer form tab to update the customer form and print it out. And surely I don't want to be updating each customer one by one, and I will have to key in some lookup formulas to pick up information for each customer selected. I would want to create a data validation for customer names and then have some lookup formulas. So let's create data validation for customers. I'll select the list and my source is in the customers table, and then this is the list of customers. Then I say okay, and now I have the customers list here, and then I would put in some lookup formulas. Lookup value is my customer, then the table array would be the customers table here. Select this, then hit enter. I do the same for the others. Yeah, now I can now print this out for each customer. I select the name and the data gets refreshed here and works fine. But what if I have to say in the customer split tab get the information in this form? So I just need the orders for the customer in the first table and date of birth in the next and email ID on the third. So I will have to again create a data validation and now look a formula for each. So let's do that. Data validation list. Source would be the customer table. Hit enter. Select the customer here. Again, put in the lookup formula. Table array. Can go back to the customer table. I need the orders, the column 5, and hit enter. And I have to do this a couple more times for date of birth and email ID as well. As you can see, it's not the most efficient way of doing this, and this is where named range comes in handy. So let's create named ranges and see how to use it. You will see the whole process can be done in a much more simpler way. So let's go to the customer table tab and create some named ranges. So customer table. So to create a named range, first we have to select the range for which we want to create. So we want to create a named range for customer names. So I'll select the customer names and then go to the top left corner. You can see the name box here, and you type in the design name and hit enter. So this is customer name. So I hit enter, and then I need one for the table as well. So I'll select the entire table and create a named range for this as well. So customer table. So one thing to keep in mind is when we're creating a named range, we should not have any spaces. So Excel won't like it. So now we have two named ranges, one customer table and the customer name. You can actually see the range is selected when you select the named range itself. So let's go and see how to use in our example. Let's go to the customer form. I would delete this off, take out the data validation. So we would again create a data validation, but we would do it slightly differently. So we'll select the list instead of manually selecting the range here. This time we would key in the named range that we created. So customer name and hit, let's say OK. So now you can see we have the names here, and for the formulas as well, say lookup value, and then for the table array, again I don't have to go to the customer table to select the range manually. So I would say customer can actually see the IntelliSense come up, so you can select and tab it. So we need the customer table now, so tab this in, and say we need the date of birth, which is in the second column, so 2 comma 0, and hit enter. So we get the date of birth. Do the same for the age as well. Customer table, age is in the third column if I'm not wrong, so let's see. Yes, do the same for the others as well. And again, let's do the same in the customer split. So data validation list, then customer name. Okay, have the customer names, and the lookup formula, our table array would be the named range. So yeah, customer table, tab this in, and 2 comma 0, hit enter. Do the same. So now you can see it's very easy and more efficient as well. That's all for this video. Hope it was useful. Thank you.